Hello and welcome to Quincy High School for today's matchup here in a non-league game between Braintree and Quincy. Mike Wasser bringing the coverage here on BCAM TV as Braintree will receive to begin the game. Here coming off of consecutive victories at home, now 2-2 on the season. Trying to continue on the right path as the home team will kick it away first. Quincy in their home blue. Set to be kicked away by Francois. Sends it away, and Braintree will receive inside the 30, where it is going to be taken out right to the 30. On a short return by Walters. So Braintree's offense takes over right there. And Stones directing the show, the senior quarterback. So we're ready for the first down play. Officials giving some instruction to the Braintree offensive line, maybe talking about what they may be looking for as far as penalties go. So the receiver goes in motion, Braintree back to pass on the first play. Stones scrambles to his right and now takes off with it, gets a couple of yards and gets actually a nice gain out of it, gets almost 6 yards on the carry. So a pretty good play there on the first down, handled by the quarterback. Looks like Braintree still without the service of their top running back, James Curry. It'll be Ellie in the backfield. As the handoff goes in Ellie's direction, gets a good block. Ellie with a nice carry up towards midfield and over midfield. And Braintree with their first down of the game. So Braintree with a 1st and 10 now on the Quincy side of the field at the 46. With a handoff as Eli takes it right up the middle. And a couple of yards on the first down tote. So Braintree looks like they're going to move pretty quickly here in this first quarter. A little bit of hurry-up offense. Jean-Baptiste back behind the quarterback. Tight end goes in motion. And the handoff goes to Jean-Baptiste. Takes it out and gets a couple more yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd down and a couple. So the first 3rd down of the game for the Braintree offense. 3rd and 3 or so is what it looks like. A little hard snap. The defense does not jump. I've seen that so often where the defense jumps on the hard snap and Braintree gets handed a 1st down. Going in motion for Braintree is again the fullback. It's Jean-Baptiste gets the carry. Jean-Baptiste takes it out for a 1st down inside the 25. So another Braintree 1st down as they move the ball quickly here in their opening series. Back to throw as Jean-Baptiste, a receiving back now, takes it for a 3-yard pickup. Maybe even less than that as he was tackled pretty quickly. So the first quarter moving pretty quickly with the Braintree offense not having an incomplete pass and just running the ball. They are moving it very fast though on the play clock, and now our first flag of the game, as this is going to slow up the Braintree offense. In the backfield for the first time was Saunders. And the Braintree backfield looks like a player must have been called for a false start. So that'll back Braintree up 5 yards. So a 2nd down now and 14. As again, the handoff is to another Braintree running back. It's Saunders. Braintree's 3rd different running back here of the opening series. So Braintree moving towards the red zone now as they try and get the opening points of this game. 3rd down and long. 3rd and 10. Braintree will throw. Rolling to his right is Stones. He's going to use his legs. And Stones gets inside the 20 before he's swarmed and tackled as he pushes it forward to about the 16, 17-yard line. So now a 4th down. And the Braintree offense stays on the field. See if this is a passing play. And the snap is high. Up and over the head, and this is going to really disrupt this whole series. As Braintree now will lose possession of the football. And a turnover on downs. That was really just a terrible play all around. It started with the snap, and then the ball goes all the way out close to midfield as the Braintree offense now comes up empty with 7:45 to go here in the first quarter. So Quincy gets their first series on offense, and they will have good field position. That is not what you expected to see on a 4th down play. I don't know. Braintree looked to be a little bit too cute there. Instead of having Stones in the backfield, they went in motion. I don't really like the call. Had things working for you, and you tried to do something too fancy, and it backfired in a big way. I don't know if it would have made a difference if Stones was there at quarterback anyway. Maybe a little taller than Saunders, but regardless, a bad snap. As the first carry of the game for the Quincy running back is a short gain. Taken out by Ala. One of their captains. They have 4 of them on the Quincy roster. So the ball at the 46, their own 46-yard line. On the first offensive series for the home team. So the Presidents now with 2 backs flanked off to the side of the quarterback. Quarterback Goff, Nate Goff, senior quarterback, as he will hand off again to Ala, and he is taken down right away by Witham. Witham with the tackle right at the line of scrimmage. Third down and about 8 yards. Braintree nearly jumping offside, and they're going to call him. That is not what you want to do there. So John Baptiste is going to be the guilty party, and that is really going to hurt. That gives the offense a much easier situation here in 3rd down. And what should have been a 3rd and long, now it's a 3rd and short. 3rd and a couple. Braintree trying to stop him here on a 3rd down. Looking to stop the run as the handoff goes up the middle. And with a late lunge, I think they may have gotten it. As Steinberg moves it forward, and no signal yet. They are going to signal for a 1st down. They move the chains. So that penalty very costly on this drive against the Braintree defense for offside. It's going to change this whole first quarter. Instead of Braintree potentially getting the football back here, now they're going to let the series continue, and the offense for Quincy onto the Braintree side of the field. Braintree really trying to load up on that far side of the field as the handoff goes in the opposite direction. And again, the Braintree defense is pretty quick to take them down. A lot of extra after the play against the Quincy side. And Braintree does not get a flag. It's a lot of pushing and shoving after the play. And the refs better get a hold of it because things can get ugly quick. You're going to have that threshold now. It better be the same threshold on the other side if Braintree was to do the same thing. Seen a personal foul for a lot less than that. High school level. Again, 2 running backs next to the quarterback off. Braintree scrambling around a little bit here on defense as the handoff does go to the outside, and a decent gain, a big-time tackle, as getting knocked out of play was number 7, Steinberg. He's gotten the ball a couple of times. So the ball at the 38.5. 3rd down and 3 now for the Quincy offense. Again, they started their first possession of this game at their own 45 or so, after Braintree with a costly fumble on the snap. And that's not going to be enough for a 1st down. It's going to be very close, though. So it makes it probably a 4th and 1, maybe 4th and a half a yard. Oh, wow. They're going to give him the spot on that. That did not look like 3 yards. So the refs erring on the side of, we're going to move the chains. We're not even going to measure here. A little bit of a surprise in that spot with such a unique situation where the quarterback ran it right up the middle. And Goff does not have a lot of size. Wearing number 11 for Quincy. The handoff to the outside of Steinberg, as Steinberg is taken down after a 2-yard pickup. So Quincy just a couple of yards at a time each play, but they've been able to convert on a couple of 3rd downs here in this drive. Just a couple more minutes left here in this this first quarter, as we have just our first drive for Quincy. They work here for the opening score. So Braintree moved the ball very well their first drive, but stalled out on a missed snap that went over the head of the acting quarterback at the time. And the handoff, and a very quick tackle in the backfield by Braintree's Phillips. He was right there on the spot. Again, a la the ball carrier. We've seen a split between him and Steinberg here in this first quarter. It's like Braintree with a injured player hopping off the field. So it is Aksha jumping on in place of Witham. Again, the defense trying to hold here. Trying to keep it 0-0. Haven't seen the Quincy offense put the ball in the air much, as it is going to be another running play, and Braintree stacks them up with a great play. A couple of players in there to tackle them, including Medina and John Baptiste. So that was a short breather for a couple of Braintree defenders. So it is a 4th down now, the ball at 34. Clock still moving, with now a half minute to go in the opening quarter. See if Quincy runs another play. whistle. And a timeout taken by Quincy. So we will pause here with just a few seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Back here after the timeout, getting ready for a big play here to end the quarter. As Quincy will throw it. Back to throw. Pass is incomplete. And that will be a turnover on down. So with just 8 seconds left, the Braintree offense will get the ball here to end the quarter. And both sides with the turnover on downs on their first series on offense. So both sides holding on to the ball about 6 minutes apiece. And it will end almost certainly 0-0. Stones looking to pass. Will fire down the field. Long throw, and that one is incomplete. Looking for Bresciani. And 2nd and 10 upcoming. Eligible receiver downfield against Braintree, it looks like. So a flag on the play. I didn't even see it until the ref made the signal. So it'll be a 5-yard penalty, which will back Braintree up. Ball at the 29 now. Ready to snap this one. And the handoff is in the backfield, and a very short gain on the handoff to Gonzalez. And that will do it here in the first quarter, as we have a 0-0 game after a quarter of play here at Quincy High School. We'll be back for second quarter action with Braintree with the ball. Back here at Quincy High School, start of the second quarter. Mike Wasser bringing the coverage here on BCAM TV. It's Braintree on the move. It's Stones. He's going to carry. Braintree with the flag in the backfield, and this one thrown incomplete. And trying to thread the pass to Bresciani as the flag comes in. Looks like Braintree may get penalized again here in this drive. Long wait here as the officials talking with the Quincy coach, Ed DeWitt. Long discussion here. The head coach has been out in the field now 3 or 4 times already here in this first half. Referee with his arms up. So now we'll see what the call is. It's going to be a hold against the offense, declining it on the incomplete pass. I don't understand what they're going to call. Loss of downs here? Maybe it was a intentional grounding? Can't imagine that's the case. The receiver was right there. But either way, it's now. So it was 2 penalties in the play. That one will be accepted. I don't think the Braintree side is going to like the calls. Good coach Lee Carlson for the Womps. Seen his team penalized already 3 or 4 times here in the first half. A couple of receivers set for Braintree. Canavan on the far side. This is getting ridiculous with the length of time this is taking. So finally waiting for another snap. Again, it's Eli in the backfield as Stones will throw it. Looking down the field, will huck it down in the direction of a couple of defenders. It's picked off at the 45. And they have blockers in front as they take it down the 30, inside the 20, down inside the 15 before that one is going to be taken down. And then flags coming in after the play. And now the question is, who is the flag going to be on? And I have to assume that this is going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct flag. Got to be. And that would be a real bad flag against Quincy after a real great return on the interception. So that was thrown up into double coverage and a pretty easy interception for the safety. And the call actually goes against Braintree. Another call against him. It's been a one-sided show. All of the penalties in this game really have been against Braintree, which is definitely getting old for the visitors. Braintree definitely on the wrong side of a couple of calls. It's hard to win a game when the referees aren't on your side. I don't know how there could be a hold against the Braintree side on the play when the ball was being intercepted. Doesn't even make any sense. So the Quincy offense set up to score the first points of this game now, as they're being handed the ball inside of the Braintree 15. These refs need to get it together here. It's taking a lot longer than it should to re-snap these balls here. So the President's marching towards a score here on their second drive of the game. Handoff goes right up the gut, and the carry for 3 yards by the tailback Steinberg. So after a scoreless first quarter, Braintree with an interception, the first turnover of this game, sets up Quincy for a very good opportunity to score a touchdown. The handoff again, this time a much shorter gain, is getting tripped up in the backfield is Ala. So bring up a third down. Quincy looking to punch in the first score. Just a few yards away now from the end zone. Braintree brings some pressure as Goff takes it to the outside, able to spin past one, but a flag thrown in at the end. Braintree's side is clapping. Like the ball is going to be around the 5, and the flag is going to be against Quincy finally. A holding call against the home team. So Braintree's defense now getting some help. 3rd and goal now from the 13-yard line. And a lot of stoppages. This clock has not moved much here in the second quarter because of all the flags. And it has been very, very tough to follow with all of these calls. Braintree at one point was penalized twice on the same play. Goff will throw. Throws to the outside. Throws it up for grabs. And it's over the shoulder for the touchdown. As catching that one is Francois. So Francois scores the opening score on the 13-yard touchdown catch. A perfect throw from the quarterback. So Quincy now set to kick the extra point. Looking to make it a 7-0 game. Braintree jumping offside, it looked like, as that one was blocked, but I don't think that's going to stand. Braintree was offside. Pretty easy call to go there against Braintree, trying to block that kick. It looks like maybe they're going to try and go for 2 here. Now that Braintree went offside, they're going to keep the offense on the field instead of trying the extra point. I know it only gets them a yard closer, but still, that makes the decision a little bit easier, I guess.
Hello?
So ready to hand it off.
I'm on a shoot. I'm in Quincy. Sorry.
And the handoff is stopped, but they push in for 2. So the 2-point conversion makes it 8-0. So 8-0 now. Getting ready for the kickoff to follow. Braintree trails by a touchdown. And now a 2-point try. So as much as you like sometimes to be aggressive, that actually backfired against Braintree because jumping offside made the coach decide to go for 2 instead of kicking the extra point. Instead of it being 7-0, now it's 8-0. Obviously no guarantees that they make the 2-point try, but the percentages were definitely in their favor with the ball at the 1. So Francois with a line drive kick that is caught by Phillips at the 38-yard line. And the Braintree offense now will have the football for the 3rd time here in this game. And remember, Braintree got the ball to start the game, so Quincy will get it to start the 3rd quarter. As the handoff goes up the middle for Eli. Eli spinning through and now gets all the way out. And a great carry as he takes it out to the 45. What a carry from Eli. So Braintree now in hurry-up mode. So 1st and 10 now at the 45. Again, the handoff is another solid carry. That one almost 5 yards. As Braintree now with the ball at the 39. Moving the ball in a couple of plays. Eli comes off the field. Braintree rotating now. 3 back so far early. Stones gives it to John Baptiste, and he is stuffed at the line of scrimmage. Taken down in the line of scrimmage by Quinn, a junior for the Presidents. High snap, and the handoff goes to John Baptiste, and another nice carry. That takes it down to the 32. So the Braintree offense continues to move the ball methodically down the field. Another high snap. What's going on? As this one is a huge loss, and that's the second time here in the half Braintree's lost 15, 20 yards on a bad snap. And that's going to pretty much kill this drive, I would imagine. Just can't have that. I don't know what's going on. The second time here in this first half that has happened. And that was after a 1st down. So the snap from Massey has been off target. Yes, Braintree with the running play here on a surprise after a big loss. Saunders gets maybe 5 or 6 back, but Braintree still chasing the down now. 3rd down and a mile. Just unacceptable here in this first half. Inexcusable mistakes. As this one tossed downfield and overthrown. That was definitely a catchable ball. Would have been a tough catch, but threw it up in a spot where only the receiver could have made the catch. As Canavan was the target. And a 4th down punting situation now for Braintree. So after playing pretty much 2 flawless games at home, Braintree has not played at all a good first half. They have a lot to work on here. They want to have a chance to win this game. Already down 8-0 and giving the ball back. Probably should have the lead right now the way the offense is moving the ball. But again, a couple of bad snaps have killed 2 Braintree drives. And they've also had now an interception, as this one is going to be punted down to the 10 as it takes a bounce inside the 5, and Braintree downs it right around the 1, but they said his foot was in the end zone, and it will be a touchback instead of the ball at the 1. So Braintree will allow the opponent to have the ball at the 20 instead of at the 1. Oh, they are going to give it to the 1-yard line. I thought they were going to say that he was in the end zone. So that is a surprise. And the head coach for Quincy, Ed DeWitt, is not happy either. I thought that's what the call was originally. And it looks like they are going to give the ball at the 1, which is where Braintree did get the ball, and momentum did carry him in that direction. But that's a huge call. Because Quincy's backed up, and this is a spot where you could see a safety. You could see a lot of bad things here for Quincy. Getting ready now. Ball at the 1-yard line. Their own 1. Braintree defense needs to make a play. Long wait here in between plays. This is the third or fourth time we've seen this, where the officials have taken forever to snap this ball. So we'll see if the quarterback tries to take it himself or if he hands off. Maybe he tries to draw the defense offside. And he does go right up the gut with it. Gets a decent couple yards to at least give him some breathing room. Looks like he takes it out to the 3. And he went right through the vacated spot. Braintree's line was moving left and he went right up the gut. Ball spotted at the 3.5 yard line or so. And it'll be a 2nd down and 7. See if Braintree brings some pressure here. And in the backfield, Phillips can't take him down as the tailback was almost stopped in the end zone, which would have been a safety. That was very close. And Braintree stops him at the 2. Just tough there for Phillips, who had a great read. He got through the line, just could not rip him down. And that would have been a huge play in this game. So it is a 3rd and 7. Make it 3rd and 8 for Quincy, as the Braintree defense nearly came up with a huge play. Couple receivers set as John Baptiste rushing. Braintree now with a lot of pressure, and the pass is incomplete. They had the receiver open, and Steinberg could not make the catch. And Braintree's gamble pays off, but they left a player open. That could have gone for a while had that pass been caught. And now Quincy in an obvious punting situation. Looks like the punter going to come out. Looks like Jordan is going to be the punter. Actually, not the punter. Punter all the way near the back of the end zone. As this one will be punted away by Francois. As this one takes a Quincy bounce, and then it bounces sideways as they let it roll for a while. As the ball will be spotted, and that's where the Braintree offense takes over. It's a really good field position here for Braintree as the ball is at the 36. So now, it'll be Braintree looking for the tying score. Saunders gets the football, and thought maybe that ball came free for a moment. And they did say the ball came loose, and it's a Quincy ball. A lot of players wondering how that ball was called that way, and now Stones is going to be flagged for an unsportsmanlike conduct, talking to the official with 4:10 to go here in the first half, and Braintree again on the wrong side of another questionable call here from the officials. So it'll be a big penalty now against the Braintree offense. But now the ball is going to be on the Quincy side as Braintree has turned it over for the second time. Both have triple turnovers here in this game, have been against Braintree. One has been an interception, that one a fumble. I thought I saw the ball on the ground, but it was very difficult to see through the pile who recovered it. And Quincy didn't really come up expecting that they had it, because otherwise they would have been celebrating coming out of the pile. And then all of a sudden, the refs decided it was their football. So just really an odd sequence there. Like I said, you generally know when the ball is fumbled and the other team clearly recovers, there's a lot more celebration than we just saw there. So that just doesn't seem to add up with 4:10 to go here in the first half. 8-0 is the score in favor of Quincy as they have the ball at midfield. And Braintree's got to really keep their cool. They're starting to let their emotions get the better of them. Can't say I blame them in some of these situations, but still, you have to stay composed. As the quarterback will throw it, and it's incomplete, as it was intended for Allah, who could not haul it in around the 27, 28-yard line. So second down and 10 from midfield. Second quarter's taken forever. All the flags, all the incomplete passes, all the referees' explanations. The only score of this game coming here in the second quarter right after the interception. And the handoff on the end around to Francois, who piles right through a Braintree tackler. So Francois lowering the boom. And it's going to be a flag anyway, a holding call on the field. So takes away a reasonable play.
Spot the ball at the 46-yard line of the Presidents. 2nd and 14.
And another stoppage. So an injury on the field. We will take a break and be right back. Play resuming after the injury and then a following timeout right afterwards, as the handoff goes in the near side direction, and Braintree with a pretty good tackle as Allah is taken down at the Braintree 46. So a 3rd and long here for the Presidents, who have an 8-0 lead here on the scoreboard. Only touchdown coming early in the second quarter. They went for 2 afterwards after Braintree jumped offside. They pounded in for 2. Seen a couple of times where Goff has taken off. See if he throws the football this time. And it is a handoff, and Braintree has them stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. A great tackle by Witham. And now another stoppage and another timeout. So the Braintree team looks like they may have a chance to get this football back on a 4th and 7 with 2:35 to go here in the half. We will return in a moment. So Quincy going to go for it here on 4th down. From the Braintree 46-yard line. Almost again, John Baptiste jumped off sides. He jumped off earlier. Long wait here in between snaps. Trying to draw Braintree offside. And are they going to punt it eventually, or are they going to go for it? And now, a stoppage. And a delay game, so all of that for nothing. So Quincy trying to draw Braintree offside. Now they're going to punt the football, clearly. Thought they were going to do that originally, but now, after not drawing the team offside, they're going to have to punt it. Fourth down and 11. As Francois is back to punt it. Lots of commotion here at the line of scrimmage. Braintree looking like they got to bring some pressure here. And finally the ball is snapped. Francois able to get it off in a hurry. Braintree bringing some serious heat, as this one is going to be bouncing inside of the 5, and it goes out of bounds at the 3. Braintree's own 3-yard line. So the Braintree offense has moved the ball pretty well here in this first half, but they have no points to show for it. A couple of turnovers here have been costly. We're ready to resume play. This has been a long half and a tough half to watch, with some of the length of these delays in between turnovers, in between penalties, all of that. Look at both coaches on the field right now, too. Neither side is happy with the officiating, nor am I up here. This has not been well officiated, and it has taken a lot longer than it really should. We're probably talking an extra 10 minutes here in this first half easily, because of poor execution. And they got to re-kick this football. This is crazy. I've never seen officials allow coaches this far out onto the field. The official speaking with the coach, but right now he's almost in the middle of the field right now in the huddle. And either way, he's not going to like what he hears for an explanation. So they're going to re-punt this football after the ball was down at the 3-yard line on the Braintree side of the field. They're going to have to do it again. Going to be here all night at this rate. Certainly hope the second half does not take nearly as long as this first half has. So obviously they can't snap the football until the Quincy coach exits the field. And at this point, why not throw a flag out there? This is just delaying the inevitable. You can't be out in the field this long. I mean, why are we getting an explanation for 2-3 minutes? The game should be moving. Over there in that discussion was Owen Kelly on that side of the field for Braintree, listening in on that conversation. So Quincy going to repunt the football eventually. After Braintree brought the kitchen sink, everything there, that last punt try, they tried to get a block. Let's see if they bring the pressure again. And the snap is on target. Francois will not punt this one nearly as good as he did last time, and a terrible punt as it turns out. The ball doesn't even go over the 45. That was maybe a 15-yard punt, if that. That was a really bad punt. So if Braintree catches a break, instead of having the ball inside their own 5, they're going to have the ball at their own 48-yard line. That's where it's going to be spotted. That's a big swing in Braintree's favor. Braintree's offense takes over, and Stone's not on the field right now. It's Farragher, as the handoff is for a loss of a couple, maybe a loss of 1 on the carry by Gonzalez. But we are nearing halftime, but right now we are seeing a very, very long second quarter, with just 1 touchdown here in this first half. With a high snap, this time it goes up the middle, and a couple of yards picked up by the Braintree running back, who's right now at the bottom of the pile. And again, it was Gonzalez who's carried it twice in a row. And now an injury on the field, as we will pause again here in quarter number 2. Play resuming. Braintree the man in motion. It's a pass as cutting across towards midfield and being taken down at that spot with a very short gain, and then flags, a million of them, down on the field. As Pina cutting across the field, Braintree's receiver in that situation. And now an explanation on the far side of the field. Multiple flags, and the flag is against the Braintree offense. So this will back them up again. First, we'll see if the official will give an explanation for the flag. Does not look like there will be one. Well, now there is, but I'm going to talk with the Quincy coach first, I guess, before deciding what the situation will be. Flag is against Braintree. And they will accept the penalty, which will back them up 15 yards. 15-yard penalty. And that is going to, again, kill another Braintree drive. Braintree now in a 3rd and forever, as the handoff goes to Eli, and Braintree just conceding the drive, really, as it seems. And now another 4th down for the Braintree offense. And it looks like a timeout on the field, as we will take it. Play resuming as Braintree will punt it away, and this one is end over end, a good kick out to the far side, and right around the 30 is where it looked like it went out of bounds. So Braintree's offense again comes up empty. And what has been a very, very long first half, as there's just 57 seconds left before the end of what has been a very tough half for the Braintree offense. So we'll see what Quincy does. They have the ball at their own 30. See if they push for anything here or if we just make our way to halftime. Quarterback Goff heading back into the huddle. Ball at their own 30. 1st and 10. 8-0 is the lead. Touchdown in a 2-point conversion earlier in the second quarter. Seemed like an hour ago at this point. As the handoff goes to the running back, trying to find the edge. Gets 5, 6, close to almost 10 yards on the pickup after a good couple of moves at the end. And depends on where the ball is spotted, whether he's got a first down or not. And they're going to mark him at the 39, so he'll be a yard shy of the first down marker. They're hoping they were going to break a big run there. Obviously didn't happen. So a 2nd down play. Throwing to the outside, and Braintree has that one perfectly covered. As the receiver is taken down, a flag is thrown, and Braintree pointing in the other direction. So it looks like the flag will be against the home team. Does Braintree decline it here? Player down for the Presidents on the far side. Looks like that might be Francois down in the field, who's a pretty important part to their offense and their special teams. As we have another injury on the field, we'll be right back. Third down. Braintree with lots and lots of motion, trying to force a mistake by the home team. And now a delay game. Now, this has just really been a tough half to watch. Both sides just making ridiculous mistakes. And with a second left, just kneel the ball and get to halftime. What are we waiting on? This half should have been over 20, 30 minutes ago. Referee's not helping the cause. But neither are either coach. Should be a kneel down. And we should go to halftime mercifully here in this first half in what is an 8-0 game. And with all the action we've seen, this is enough action for a whole game in this first half as they run the ball for whatever reason, and that is halftime. So we will take a break here at Quincy High School. The Presidents with an 8-0 lead here at home. We'll be back for third quarter action in a moment. Welcome back here to Quincy High School, start of the third quarter. Mike Walser bringing the coverage here on BCAM TV. A 8-0 lead for Quincy here at home. They will get the football here to begin the third quarter, as Braintree will kick it off. And they go with a little bit of a squib kick, which is handled at the 47-yard line, and Braintree gives them great field position here to begin the third quarter. So Braintree's offense moved the football pretty well in the first half, but nothing to show for it. 2 costly turnovers, an interception, and a fumble that stalled out 2 drives. Braintree also turned the ball over on downs on their opening drive. So it's been a very, very bad half for Braintree offensively after they pretty much moved the ball and scored at will their last 2 games at home in victories against North Quincy and Framingham. Now at 2-2 on the season, trailing 8-0 here on the road, and the Presidents will get the ball to start the third quarter on their own 46. It'll be a run play, as getting to the edge out to the Braintree side of the field now at the 47 is where the running back Steinberg was knocked out of bounds. So we'll see if this second half is much smoother. This again, the handoff, this time to Allah, and he is taken down right at the line of scrimmage. Good defense so far here on the drive. Actually looked like he may have lost a yard. That's what the official spot will indicate. They're down, upcoming. Braintree looking for a timely stop. And the handoff. Finds some running room. And they find a seam, and they're gone. Braintree's defense allows a big hole, and taking it all the way is Steinberg. 48-yard rushing touchdown. So Steinberg runs it. A 48-yard rushing touchdown on a 3rd down and long. And Braintree now trailing by 2 scores. They're going to try for the extra point this time. This would make it a 15-0 game. Good snap, good hold, and the kick is good. So 15-0 now is the score as the home team takes a 2-score lead, taking advantage of another questionable decision by Braintree to go for a short kickoff. It set them up with great field position and made them get a much easier opportunity to score instead of Braintree kicking it deep and allowing their defense, who's been pretty good in this game, try and pin their ears back and take a chance. Quincy has not had a run like that in this game. Most of the runs have been 5 yards or less. They have not really had big runs at all. Braintree's had a couple of runs of 10-plus yards, but again, they haven't scored yet. So now the ball will be kicked off, and we'll see if the Braintree offense can answer. Ball spotted at the 40 where it'll be kicked away by Quincy. 15-0 is the advantage for them here at home. This one is going to be kicked out of bounds inside of the 25-yard line. So that'll be a flag against Quincy. And Braintree now will be set up with reasonable field position here to start this drive. As the ball is placed at the 35, so a 10-yard penalty. Braintree's ball at the 35, 1st and 10, with Eli in the backfield behind Stones. Stones hands off. Eli takes it out close to the 40 as he's knocked down at the 39. This has been a good last couple of weeks of football for Braintree, but right now they trail by 2 touchdowns, which has not happened since the second week of the season, where they lost both of those games by a shutout. And another good ball carry as Braintree brings it close to a 1st down. It'll be 3rd down and maybe a 1.5 yards as a couple of handoffs for Eli. They're trying to get back to the basics here as they jumped offside. So Braintree's done that the last few games and it's worked out. And this time the Presidents do get caught jumping offside, and Braintree gets handed a free 1st down. So Braintree will move the chains as they look to score. Ball just shy of the 50, as again Eli is stacked up in the backfield, as he is taken down hard at the end of the play. Looks like John Baptiste going to come into the backfield as Eli takes a breather on the sideline. Ball at the Braintree 49-yard line, 2nd down and 10. And it is another handoff. It's John Baptiste. He gets a good block, takes it out to the 40, and carries it almost to the 35 as Braintree moves the chains for a 1st down.
Ball carried by number 25, to the 37-yard line. After that play is a perfect 1st down.
Braintree the passing play as this one is caught on the far side of the field by Bresciani as he brings it out for a good gain on the 1st down. Both sides slow to get up at the end of that play. And Braintree now with a 2nd down and 3. Looks like Saunders in the backfield, and Saunders gets the football. Saunders gets a 1st down. Out to the 25-yard line, and Braintree moving the football nicely down the field as they look to get within a score. This would be huge for Braintree if they could answer the Quincy touchdown here to start this 3rd quarter. Give Braintree a chance to get right back in the game as this one nearly picked off as it was deflected at the line of scrimmage. Back to pass. Stones looks down the field, looking up in the direction of Canavan, and he pulls it in, a touchdown. What a catch in the corner of the end zone. What a play. A phenomenal grab on the far side of the field, going over the top of 2 defenders and hauling it in. That is as good of a catch as you'll see by a high school receiver. What a play And I was wondering if Braintree may have even been out of bounds where that ball was tossed. It was tossed right on the edge of the field, and a phenomenal grab by Canavan, who stars on the football diamond and now on the football field.
Number 6,
So Stones now looking to kick it through and pull Braintree within 8 points, and the kick is good. It's 15-7. So a great answer on the passing touchdown.
President's 15. Braintree are up 7.
So 15-7 the score. Here as both sides have scored on their opening drive. Kind of similar to the first half, where in the first quarter both sides moved the football, but neither side were able to score, and they both turned it over on downs. Braintree set to kick it away. In what has been an entertaining third quarter. Finally, the officials haven't gotten in the way of it, and it's been fun football to watch. They like offense, a couple of scores each way. I'll re-kick the football here. And the ball will be sent away at the 40. So Stone's not only the Braintree quarterback, but he's the kicker and the punter. So playing very important roles on this Braintree offense and special teams. Set to kick it away again. And again, Braintree kicking it short. This time he directs it to the sideline, and it goes out of bounds at the 27-yard line. And again, there will be a flag for that one going out of bounds. So with 6:47 to go here in the third quarter. Braintree trailing 15-7, as again Braintree with the kickoff out of bounds. Ball will now be placed at the 35-yard line.
Presidents accept the penalty. The ball is placed on the 35-yard line. 1st and 10, Presidents.
Good start to the second half. Both teams moving the ball down the field. Now the Braintree defense trying to cope with a stop. Quincy starting the second half with the ball, able to add to their halftime lead. But Braintree answers the touchdown as the handoff to Steinberg as he gains a couple of yards before he's driven backwards on a nice form tackle there from Pressman, one of the Braintree senior captains. And now it looks like we'll have another stoppage.
No game on the play. Correction.
Maybe we're going to see a timeout, but it doesn't look like that's going to be the case. So the President's taking their time here. We get ready for second down. Second down and 6. And off this time goes to Ala as he is ripped down at the line of scrimmage. Well defended by Witham.
We're going to give a pickup of 1. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5 for the Presidents.
Quincy taking their time here to decide what they want here on third down. Quarterback joins in the huddle as Goff, again, on third down, has not been afraid to hand it off. He's also not been afraid to run the ball. So I'm running a couple times. Braintree now needing a stop on defense. As they do run the football, and Braintree has them stopped and almost able to take it away, and now they break free, somehow escaping multiple tacklers as Braintree with a poor job tackling on that far side of the field. And then a little extra from Canavan. It looked like he may have stepped on the player, and that is the last thing you want to see from one of your top offensive players. And the player now is shaken up at the end of the play as we will have a break in the action with the injury on the field. Play resuming after the injury and the penalty yardage against Braintree. 15-yard penalty at the end of the play. As the first down carry is a short gain. A couple of yards on the carry from Allah. So the touchdowns here today from Francois Steinberg for Quincy. And then Canavan for Braintree. 2-point conversion on the first touchdown, and both of the other two, just the extra point. So 15-7 is the score. Referee now in the huddle, talking with the Quincy side as this game has gotten quite chippy. Braintree right now at 2-2 on the season. See if they bring some pressure here on the second down and 8. Handoff to the outside. Steinberg gets a block, and Braintree able to take him down, but going to be close to a first down yardage. But there is a flag, and it looked like there was a hold on the near sideline, which looks like that might be the flag. Yep, there's the hold. So that'll take away the potential nearing the first down marker. Definitely the right call. There was a hold on the initial block. That was a big reason why there was such a big hole there for the ball carrier. Ball now at the 31. So second down and long for the offense. Dancing around there from Phillips as they are going to throw the football, and on the far side of the field it's incomplete. Trying to get it out there to the far side of the field, and it looked like that was the receiver Pierre, the intended target. So now a third down and long. Braintree a chance to get the football back, although they probably would go for it on fourth down, I would imagine, from this side of the field. It's a one-score game here in the third quarter. Just a few minutes left. Braintree down by 8 points. Good start here to the second half, but is it a little bit too late? See, Braintree digging themselves right now from a 15-0 hole to make it 15-7. Now trying to get the ball back. Back to throw is Goff. Under pressure, throws it up wildly, and it is incomplete. He had a player open down the field, but left it short as Tavares Gonçalves was the intended target, and he was open. The ball been placed on the money. That was going to be a touchdown. So with 3:10 to go here in the third quarter, it'll be a fourth down, and the offense remaining on the field. If you knew you were going to go for it on fourth down, they obviously had the play there, had the ball been thrown on target, but I think you try and get half of it there and then set yourself up for a reasonable 4th down. But instead, it's going to be a 4th down and long. The lead going to need a big chunk play here. Goff looked like he almost moved before the ball was snapped. To throw. Throws it over the head of the intended target. Incomplete. And that one was intended for Ham. Is overthrown. And that will be a turnover on downs. So Braintree gets the football back with reasonable field position. And what is a 1-score game. Chance to tie it up here on this drive.
First and 10 Rocks at their own 31-yard line.
Getting ready now is the Braintree offense. Stones hands it off, and Braintree is ripped down in the backfield. That is Gonzalez taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Ball carried by number 47, Felix. Loss of 1.
So Braintree moving the football, now trying to get the tying score. A lot of football left to be played. Now the handoff. Gonzalez now tries the other side. And there's not much room there, but he dives forward for a couple yards. 3rd down and 8. Big play upcoming for Braintree. Braintree's biggest play on offense came on the touchdown pass to Canavan from about 25 yards away as Stones tries to draw him offside. Will throw it over the middle. It's caught. And piling forward is Witham, as that play has worked out multiple times the last couple of weeks.
Number 42.
As that brings it out to the 40-yard line. And very, very close if it is not a 1st down. And now a Quincy player is down on the field. And that stalls the Braintree attempt at a quick hurry-up play. So we will have a stoppage here in this one with the injured player. Play resuming. Crucial play here for the Braintree offense. Stones pushes the pile forward. And there has not been a signal yet from the officials. And it looks like it's going to be enough for a 1st down. Of course, the Quincy side says no, but referee says yes, and that will move the chains. Braintree wanted a hurry-up play, but then again, the injured player for Quincy was down on the field. New personnel joining the huddle. Back to throw it. Stones looks down the field, now will take off. And tries to beat one man and lose the football. And Braintree with a bad turnover here. Stones made one man miss and then fumbled it. And Braintree has now turned it over for the 3rd time in this ball game. And they were on the move, looking to tie the score. And that is going to be a very costly mistake in this game, down by 8. So the ball is going to be at the Braintree 43-yard line. And again, the President set up with great field position here for another drive. They've had the ball with good field position at least 3 times here in this game, including to start this 3rd quarter, as they capitalize on that. And right now, 15-7 is the score, as we're near the end of this 3rd quarter, and a crucial stop needed for the defense. Taking the handoff and now handing it off on the near side as the ball carrier will take it out for a solid gain and a 1st down. And again, Steinberg, the ball carrier, who has a touchdown here in this one. Scored the second Quincy touchdown. It's going to be very close to bringing us to the end of this first quarter, or third quarter, excuse me. Feels like the sixth quarter at this point. First half took forever. This third quarter is going by pretty quickly, though. Again, Steinberg gets the ball, and Braintree this time takes him down immediately. John Baptiste on the tackle. And another whistle. And a whistle. And a flag, it looks like. Are they talking about for the way the player was thrown down? I don't know. I didn't see anything there. Well, this is a big call either way. I'd have to go back and look at the replay. I did not see anything there. Unsportsmanlike conduct, so it must have been a taunt on the field, which obviously we can't hear from here. But that is just another mental mistake. Braintree's made too many of those here in this game. They've turned the ball over 3 times. They've had a couple of unsportsmanlike conduct, and those are just, they add up. Those things are hard to overcome with just seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Quincy's going to let the clock run out, and we'll head to the fourth and final quarter. As the two sides will switch sides, we will take a break, bringing back the fourth quarter in a moment.
Take steps to keep yourself and your family safe from ticks and the illnesses they can cause. Use EPA-approved tick repellents on your skin and clothes. Read and follow the directions. Wear light-colored clothing to make it easier to spot a crawling tick. Check for ticks on yourself, your kids, and your pets anytime you've been outdoors. Some tick bites can make you sick, but finding and removing a tick properly makes it less likely. Call your doctor if you start to feel ill or notice a rash near the bite. Play it safe when you're outdoors.
Back here at Quincy High School, start of the fourth quarter. Mike Walsh bringing the coverage here on VCAM TV. As Braintree finds themselves down 15-7, but Quincy now on the move looking for an insurance score. Handoff goes to Steinberg. Steinberg finds some wiggle room as he takes it inside the 10. Still not taken down, and now he is finally at the 6. Braintree a couple of times have not been able to take Steinberg down after first contact. 15-7 score, and a score here may be enough to put this one away. But Braintree has moved the ball a couple of times here in the second half, but unfortunately the last time they had it, they were moving it before Stones lost grip of the football and fumbled it. Braintree's third turnover of the game. President's a chance to go up by 2 scores as they try and maintain a 15-point lead again. And this is not going to work as Ala's taken down in the backfield. Braintree nearly able to get the football there, as that should have been a flag on the player for the Presidents who shoved Braintree after the play, and again, there is no call. Somehow, apparently Cameron Lynch decides he can just throw a push, and there is no foul for that, apparently. Even though Braintree's been flagged multiple times for unsportsmanlike conduct in a game where clearly that's more a vocal thing, where it's what's said on the field. We can't hear it from here, but I've seen, again, calls like that. That changes this entire drive. You get a 15-yard penalty against your offense here, and we're talking about a much different drive. And now they can score here from this spot on the field as they take it in the middle, and they do take it in for 7. The referees don't give Braintree a call, and one play later, The running back Steinberg takes it in for a second score. So now looking for the extra point. Looking to kick this one through as the kick on the way is up, and the kick is good. Sent through by O'Connell, and it's a 22-7 score as the Braintree offense now in some trouble, as we will return in a moment. Set to kick this one away after the insurance touchdown, as Braintree will field it at the 26-yard line, brought back on a good return by Braintree's number 7, Walters. Senior wide receiver and safety, as Braintree's offense will start at their own 35-yard line. Down 15 points here in the fourth quarter. And the offense has come up empty on a couple of drives where they should have had points. And some undisciplined play here today. A couple of unsportsmanlike conduct fouls against Braintree has changed 2 drives. One helping out Quincy get yardage, the other one hurting Braintree, pushing them back 15 yards in their own drive. So Eli with the carry. Braintree with a 2-yard pickup on the first down touch. Quincy looking to put the finishing touches on this game if they can stop the Braintree offense on this drive. A nice carry from Eli, who gets upended and takes it out to the 43. And a big third down now. They're down in 3, and obviously a 4-down situation here for the offense, down 15 points. Even on their own side of the field, as the ball carrier is John Baptiste, and he is stopped immediately, and that should bring up a now 4th down and a couple. But Braintree's going to keep their offense on the field. They need a conversion here. They want to have a chance to come back. Trying to get him to jump offside. Another high snap as Braintree trying to get the first down. They've lost the football again. And what is going on with ball security here in this game? Braintree's fumbled it for the 3rd time here in this game, and they lose it for the 4th time. An interception and 3 fumbles, and there's no way Braintree can win a game like this. There's absolutely no way. It doesn't matter who the opponent is. You're not going to win when you turn it over 4 times. So Quincy will get the football back. In my opinion, you can go on either side of the direction of the stance. Has Braintree given the game away, or has Quincy just made some big plays and taken it away from Braintree? But I think Braintree's just shooting themselves in the foot. These are just lazy plays by a couple of players here on the Braintree side that have put the ball on the ground. I don't know if he would have had enough for the first down anyway, but nonetheless, Braintree has put it on the ground for the 3rd time. And now Quincy can run clock and pretty much run out this 4th quarter, or a good chunk of it. And you know they're not going to throw the football, no reason to. Handoff is in the backfield. A flag is thrown in as the tailback Steinberg is taken down immediately. And the penalty has to be against Quincy. So it is a holding penalty.
Against the Presidents.
That'll back him up.
Yards, spot
So the defense for Braintree now in a must-stop situation, and they need a takeaway. Quincy has won the turnover battle. With the number of turnovers they've gotten, they have not taken advantage, really. They're only up by 2 scores. Probably should be up by more. Quarterback taking lots of time here to decide to hand it off. And a very short gain by Allah. Taken down by Pressman. All is at the 42-yard line on the Braintree side of the field. Just 1 touchdown in the first half. We've seen a lot more offense here in the second half. 2 touchdowns for Quincy, 1 for Braintree. Braintree's only scored 1 touchdown here today. That's not enough to win. And the games they've won, they've scored a lot of points. And the game they've lost, they've barely scored any. They don't score any more points in their 3 combined losses. They'll have only scored 7 points. They've been shut out twice and the 1 touchdown here today. In their wins, they've scored over 40 points in both of them. Back to the other side of the field as Braintree trying to rip away that ball. That's the right idea. You need the football back. Try and strip it and get the ball back. So that brings up a 4th down. 4th down and 9. Offense doing as much as they can to milk the clock here. I think I'd punt it here if I was Quincy with the score the way it is, up 2 scores, to get the ball in deep inside the Braintree 20. And they are going to punt it away. So head coach Ed DeWitt on the same page as I am. And Braintree obviously has made a lot of mistakes with the football, so it's probably another side of why they will kick it away. Delay a game against the offense. They'll back them up 5 yards, 5 meaningless yards, obviously, in the scheme of this, where it actually helps the punter to have a little bit more room to send it away. 5:52 to go here in the 4th quarter. So ball at the Braintree 45. As Francois ready to punt it away. Again, kicks it really quickly. As it bounces inside the 10, Braintree will field it. Taking it to the outside is Pina, and he is going to go the other way now. Gets a block, and that's going to be a block in the back against Braintree, which will back him up even further. So all of that from Pina that did not really go very far, going in both directions. First to the near sideline, then to the far sideline. And to make matters worse, Braintree with a penalty for a block in the back. The referee's getting ready to make the call. Just trying to figure out where the penalty occurred, I guess, is what they're trying to figure out. So an illegal block in the back is the call. Saw that one from a mile away. With 5:40 to go, Braintree backed up deep on their own side of the field again. Just can't help at their own costs. Too many mistakes between penalties, turnovers, and now Braintree backed up deep in their own territory. Ball is placed at the Braintree 4. And they're still going to try and run the football, which I don't know how much time you have left to try and run it down 2 scores. Need to start taking some chances. At this point, what does it matter? You're down 15. Throw the football. Most dynamic play of this game came by throwing the ball to Canavan. And now nowhere to go. And Braintree is wrapped up after a very minimal, if any, gain. I know Braintree's backed up inside their own 5, but it almost seems like they're conceding here, waving the white flag. Not going to come back getting 5-10 yards at a time on the ground. They use too much clock. Ball thrown in the air this time, far side, and incomplete. Again, trying to get it over in the direction of their top receiving threat, Canavan. So Braintree now deep in their own territory here on 4th down.
See the guy with the red shorts? That's how you I think so, yeah. So just go down.
Braintree going to punt it from their own 4. Snap on target and a kick sent out to the 37, and then it bounces in the wrong direction for Braintree, and it is picked up eventually right around the 30. So not a great kick after it bounces back towards the Braintree side, only a 25-yard punt. And the Quincy offense now just going to milk some clock. Probably a little bit too early to kneel the football, but at this point you might as well. So a stoppage here, a timeout on the field. We will take it. Right back. Play resuming. As Quincy now, just a chance to run it out. Handoff for no gain. Now pushes forward a little bit. Steinberg, who's been the primary ball carrier. Well, there has been a timeshare in the backfield, but he's been the one that's done the most damage with his carries. A couple of touchdown runs. The biggest one came from 48 yards away. Also had a 6-yard rushing touchdown. And now he's just trying to milk the clock and push Braintree to 2-3. With some very difficult games on the Braintree schedule ahead, this is going to be a very difficult and disappointing loss here on the road. Braintree's going to be 0-3 now on the road and 2-0 at home. They do have a lot of home games to end the season, but got to start winning some of these road games. And you got to play better, too. Not just win the game. Braintree has to play stronger. They turned it over 4 times here today. Scoff uses all of the clock and then hands it off again to Steinberg, who's pulled down in the backfield. Loss of a yard on that carry. 3rd down and 14. So the President's going to get a much-needed victory here today. And unless something happens here on this drive, it looks like the final score will be 22-7. So the Presidents would move to 2-2 with the win. Braintree would move to 2-3 with the loss. as Steinberg is stopped immediately again. So to bring up a 4th down.
21, Jonas Allen.
And the Quincy offense looks like they're going to remain on the field.
They'll bring up 4th and 16 for the Presidents.
4th down and 16. Do they run the ball again, or do they throw it? Probably just run it. You don't want to attempt to stop the clock with an incomplete pass, or worst case scenario is you throw an interception. As we'll have a stoppage and a timeout on the field.
Delay game against the Presidents.
Actually, a delay game with 1:28 to go. A little back them up another 5 yards.
They'll bring up 4th and 20.
4th down and 20. The official spot. Now I would imagine they'll just punt the football. Quarterback still out there on the field. And now a stoppage and a timeout.
Timeout, President.
Back after the timeout, 4th down and a punt upcoming. As this one is sent to the Braintree side of the field, rolls right out of bounds at the 15-yard line, where the Braintree offense will get one more look at it. With 1:20 on the clock, down 22-7.
At the 16-yard line. And the Knights will take over 1st and 10.
Stones now in the hurry up. Will throw. Pass completed to Canavan. Out over the 25, 30, 35. And upended at the 38-yard line.
19.
Nice reception from Canavan, who had the only touchdown of this game for Braintree. So a 1st down on the first passing play here of the drive. Going right back in his direction. Pass complete. Makes a man miss. Takes it out to midfield.
Pass complete to Canavan again to the 50. And again, that is good enough for Braintree.
And the 1st down. And Canavan now is shaken up on the play. So we will have an injury on the field. We'll be right back. Drive continues following the injury. As Stones looking down the field, looking for a long Hail Mary pass, which is up and over the head. Trying to get that one to number 2, Owen Kelly, who has not been targeted before that. And now a 2nd down and 10. Probably one more play left here in this one. Stones again will look deep. He's under pressure and he's sacked, and that should put an end to this one. You don't want to see a quarterback take any more hits. And Braintree's already had a couple of players get shaken up here in this game as they try and run one more play. But at this point, I don't think it's even worth trying to put your team at any more of a disadvantage, as Stones already has been hobbled up here. And that is going to be the end of this ball game. So that is the final score, 22-7, as Braintree with their only score of this game in the third quarter on the touchdown to Canavan from 25 yards away, but a couple of touchdowns from Steinberg and one from Francois. The difference in this ball game is Braintree drops to 2-3 with the loss. Quincy moves to 2-2 with the win, as that'll conclude our coverage here today on BCAM TV. On behalf of our cameraman, David Eric, I'm Mike Wassel. We'll see you next time.